Hello and welcome to Replacement Player Baseball. We are here for the Cubs opening day at home. This is the first game of a 6-game homestand, first game of 3 against the Pittsburgh Pirates. And we are going to jump right in today. It is a beautiful afternoon at Wrigley Field. And Kyle Hendricks is going to be the starter, making his first appearance of the year for the Cubs. He will start out facing Jarrod Dyson, leadoff hitter and center fielder for the Pirates. Here is the pitch. Dyson knocks it on the ground, over to Rizzo. Rizzo makes the play and walks over to first to record the out. Next up is Kevin Newman, batting second and playing second. And for whatever reason, the volume just got very loud for me, and I'm going to turn this down just a hair. All right, back to the game. Now, Kyle Hendricks pitching to Kevin Newman with one out in the top of the first inning. 1-2 pitch. And Newman hits it on the ground over to Baez. Baez fires across the diamond to Rizzo to record the second out. That'll bring up first baseman Josh Bell, batting with 2 outs and nobody on. First pitch to Josh Bell, and he hits it over Rizzo's head into right field. Hayward is going to cut it off before it gets to the wall, holding Bell at first with a single. Gregory Polanco will now bat, right fielder for the Pirates, with 2 outs and a runner on first. Polanco with a 1-0 count. He hits it down the left field line. That's going to be a long run for Schwarber to get it down in the corner. The runner is rounding third, and he is going to head home. He is going to score without a throw. Polanco will stop at second with a double. And Josh Bell just scored the first run of the game for the Pirates. That'll bring up Bryan Reynolds, batting for the Pirates with 2 outs and a runner on second. Full count to Reynolds, and he hits it to straightaway center field. This should be an easy play for Almora, taking a couple steps in, and he catches it for the third out. Pirates score 1 run on 2 hits, and we go to the bottom of the first with a 1-0 Pirate lead. Here is Jason Hayward, who has thrived in the leadoff role so far for the Cubs this year. Full count for Hayward. And here is the pitch. Strike 3 called, a fastball. Chris Stratton, the starter for the Pirates, strikes out Hayward on a 3-2 pitch. That'll bring up David Fletcher with an 0-1 count. Fletcher hits it down the right field line. That is going to drop in for a base hit. Fletcher will take a turn but stop at first base. The Cubs have a runner on first with 1 out, and Anthony Rizzo is up at the plate. Rizzo with the 1-2 count. He hits it into right center field. It looks like that is going to be caught for the second out. Polanco makes the catch to put Rizzo away. 2 outs now. The runner holds at first. And Baez, the batter. Full count to Baez. And he managed to check his swing, hold up at that fastball, which was out of the zone. Baez walks down to first, putting runners on first and second with 2 outs, and Schwarber the batter. Full count to Schwarber. Schwarber hits a base hit into right field. The runner on third is going to come all the way around to score without a throw. The team is tied at 1. Schwarber is at first with a single. Baez is standing on third. He went from first to third on that hit. And scoring the run was Fletcher. Now with 2 outs and 2 men on, here is Bryant batting in the bottom of the first inning. 3-1 count to Bryant. and he hits a little nubber right in front of the plate. The catcher, Caratini, throws it down to first. Throw was a little wide, but Bell reached out and got it, and Bryant is retired for the third out. Cubs tie the game with 2 hits and a walk in the bottom of the first inning. Score is Pirates 1, Cubs 1. Former Cub Victor Caratini is going to lead off the top of the second inning for the Pirates. With an 0-1 count, here's the pitch. He hits it on the ground to Bryant. Bryant makes that play look more difficult than it probably was, but then a poor throw over to Rizzo. Rizzo was not able to keep a handle on it, and that is an error which will allow Caratini to stay on first base. That will bring up J.T. Riddle, the Pirates shortstop, to bat with nobody out and a runner on first. That's a ground ball to Rizzo at first. He walks over to step on first and then fires to second. But the tag is late, and the runner stays on second on the fielder's choice. Caratini, not exactly fast, but he beat the throw. Now Eric Gonzalez will bat with a runner on second and 1 out. Pirates looking to retake the lead. 2-2 pitch. Oh, good pitch there by Hendricks to strike out Gonzalez. 2 outs now, and the pitcher Stratton is the next batter. 1-0 count. Hendricks delivers. Ground ball to Baez. He fires across to Rizzo to retire the third out. Pirates do not score despite the error. They leave 1 runner on second base, and the Cubs are coming up in the bottom of the second in a 1-1 game. Wilson Contreras will be the leadoff hitter in the second inning for the Cubs. Second inning for the Cubs, yes. Here's a 1-1 pitch, and he smashes one out into right center field. That's going to one hop to the wall. Contreras is gunning for second, and he slides with a double. Nice piece of hitting right there by Contreras. Almora bats now with Contreras on second and nobody out. Cubs looking to take the lead. 0-2 pitch. And Almora strikes out on a high and inside fastball. Second strikeout of the game for Stratton. The pitcher Hendricks is up to bat now. And David Ross, I'm going to guess, is going to ask him to bunt in this situation. Oh, no, he has him swinging away. That's going to drop in for a base hit. Coming around Contreras, he is going to go home. The throw is going to be late, and Contreras scores the run to put the Cubs ahead 2-1 on the Hendricks RBI single. Hendricks is now standing on first, and Hayward is the batter with 1 out in the bottom of the second inning. 1-1 pitch to Hayward. Hayward swings. He pops it up to right field. That is going to be a routine play for Polanco. Hendricks retreats to first. And now we have David Fletcher up with a runner on first and 2 out. 1-2 pitch to Fletcher. Fletcher smokes it into right field. That is going to be down into the corner. And it looks like he got a home run, folks. Oh, no, he stopped at third. It was just a triple. I lost sight of it down the corner. Polanco took a long time to get it back in, but Fletcher did stop at third with the triple. The RBI triple for Fletcher puts the Cubs up 3-1. And here is Rizzo batting against Stratton with 2 runs already in the bottom of the second. 0-1 pitch to Rizzo. Rizzo smokes one into right field, but that is right at Polanco for the third out. It was a well-hit ball, but Polanco only had to go about 3 steps to catch it. That'll retire the Cubs in the bottom of the second inning. They now lead 3-1. We go now to the top of the third, and the Pirates leadoff hitter will lead off in the top of the third inning, Jared Dyson. 2-0 pitch to Dyson, and he lays down a bunt. Comes right back to Hendricks. He fires over to first and easily retires the speedy Dyson. Kevin Newman now batting for the Pirates with nobody on and 1 out. 1-2 pitch to Newman, and Hendricks throws the pitch. Newman will single into center field. Almora gets it back into the infield, and Newman stops at first after a big turn. Here is Josh Bell batting for the Pirates with 1 out and 1 runner on first base in the top of the third inning. 3-0 pitch to Bell. He has a hard hit past Rizzo into right field. It goes down in the right field corner. Bell is heading for second. He is heading for third. He is trying to hit a triple. The throw to third, he is going to be out at third. He gets credited with an RBI double as the runner scored, and he is thrown out attempting to advance to third. And the Pirates have cut the lead to 3-2. Here is Gregory Polanco now batting with no runners on, 2 outs in the top of the third inning. Hendricks with the 2-1 pitch. Hendricks deals, and there's a line shot into center field. That is going to go over Almora's head. It bounces against the wall. Almora fires back into the cutoff man, and Polanco stops at second. Well, that runner being thrown out at third base is highly consequential now because Polanco would have driven in the tying run if he was still at third. Brian Reynolds now is the batter for the Pirates with a runner on second and 2 out. 1-1 pitch. Reynolds knocks it into left field. Schwarber catches it on 1 bounce and fires it back home. The throw is going to be late. The Pirates score the tying run on the Reynolds single. Polanco comes all the way around from second to score. And now Caratini is the batter in a 3-3 tie. 1-0 pitch to Caratini. Caratini hits it up the middle, but Fletcher is right there to make the grab and put the Pirates away in the top of the third inning. The damage is done, though. Pirates score 2 runs, come back to tie the game at 3. Go now to the bottom of the third inning, and Javier Baez is going to be the leadoff hitter for the Cubs. Stratton looks in with a 1-2 pitch. And Baez swings and misses at an outside fastball. That was a long way outside, but Baez swung and missed. Schwarber now the batter with 1 out and nobody on in the bottom of the third inning. Another 1-2 count. And he hits it into center field. That'll be a routine fly ball for the center fielder. And Dyson puts it away for the second out. Here is Chris Bryant batting with 2 outs and nobody on. Stratton looks in. The first pitch to Bryant. Bryant hits it toward left center field, but Dyson is going to be there again, and he'll put the fly ball away to retire Bryant and end the inning. Go now to the top of the 4th inning in a 3-3 tie. Hendricks will pitch to the number 7 batter for the Pirates, J.T. Riddle. 2-1 count to Riddle, and here's the pitch. Riddle, hard hit into left field. Schwarber is going to chase that one down. It's going to go all the way to the wall. Riddle is heading for second. Schwarber throws it into third. Riddle is gunning for third. He slides, and he is safe with a triple. Schwarber didn't get that ball in quite quick enough. He had a chance to throw him out at third, but the throw was a little late. Pirates have the leadoff batter standing on third base now. Potential leading run with Eric Gonzalez batting now. 1-2 count for Gonzalez. He hits a base hit up the middle. The run scores from third base. Gonzalez stops at first. And the Pirates have retaken the lead at 4-3. It has begun to rain here at Wrigley Field. The game is continuing for the moment, and the pitcher, Chris Stratton, now is the batter. Stratton lays down a bunt. Hendricks goes over to field, throws to second to get the lead runner. Heads up play by Hendricks to retire the runner at second. Stratton is at first. The sacrifice is completely inconsequential. We now have one out and a runner on first. And Jared Dyson is the batter. Here's the pitch to Dyson. He's going to sky it out to left field. Schwarber is giving chase. It looks like he is going to track that down on the warning track. He does. Schwarber with the third out. And now Stratton is standing on first base. Newman is the batter. 2 outs. And the Pirates with a 4-3 lead. 2-0 pitch. And that'll be a single to right field. It drops in front of Hayward. Hayward tries to throw to third. The runner is attempting to advance to third, first to third on that play, and he is successful. Stratton, the pitcher, is now on third base with some heads-up base running. Newman with the single standing at first. And now Josh Bell is the batter with 2 outs and 2 on in the top of the 4th inning. Hendricks with the first pitch. That'll be a routine fly ball. Schwarber is there, and he puts it away for the third out. The Pirates score another run and are now ahead 4-3 going into the bottom of the 4th inning. It is continuing to rain lightly here at Wrigley Field. 42 degrees and rain is not a great combination to be standing outdoors. 2-0 pitch. Contreras is the first batter. And he hits one toward right field. This is going to be the first out of the inning as Polanco squeezes that fly ball. Almora now, number 8 hitter for the Cubs, is standing in with a 1-0 count, 1 out. And he hits one very well hit into right field. That's going to go all the way to the wall. Almora rounding first, heading for second. The relay throw comes in. He hits the cutoff man. Almora slides in, but it was unnecessary. He's easily safe at second with a double. Cubs have the tying run now standing at second base with 1 out. And David Ross makes his first move of the day. Here in the bottom of the 4th inning, he elects to go with the pinch hitter, lefty Kipnis, to bat against Stratton with the tying run standing on second base. David Ross being pretty aggressive with his pinch hitter right here. Full count to Kipnis. And he strikes out looking on a fastball. Stratton made a very good pitch there. He froze Kipnis with a full count pitch. That'll bring up Hayward. Hayward is going to bat with 2 outs and the tying run on second base. First pitch to Hayward. Stratton looks in. Here it comes. Hayward hits it right up the middle. The pitcher Stratton fields it, throws to first to retire the side. Cubs do not capitalize on the opportunity to score and go to the top of the 5th inning now, still trailing 4-3. Jeremy Jeffress now going to be the new pitcher for the Cubs, coming in to relieve the starter Hendricks. Hendricks line for the game, 4 innings, 9 hits, 4 runs, all earned, and 1 strikeout. Not exactly Hendricks' best work, but his day is done. And now we move on to Jeffress, who comes in the 9th spot in the batting order. First pitch to Polanco from Jeffress. That is well hit into left field. That is going to bounce off the wall. Looked like it one-hopped the wall. Almora gets to it, fires it back into the cutoff man. Jeffress allows a leadoff double to the Pirates. Polanco standing on second base. Reynolds the batter now. Nobody out in the top of the 5th inning. 2-2 count. Here comes the pitch. Makes an excellent pitch with that sinker to strike out Reynolds. That'll bring up Caratini, who will be batting with 1 out and a runner on second. First pitch to Caratini, but that is going to be an intentional walk. Caratini is going to take the base. That'll set up the force. Potential inning-ending double play, I'm sure, is what the Cubs are looking for. And Jeffress now will pitch to the lefty, JT Riddle. 3-1 count to Riddle. Here is the pitch. Pitch is low, and he walks him to load the bases. Well, now here is the third baseman, Gonzalez, batting with the bases loaded and 1 out in the top of the 5th inning. Jeffress looks in, the 0-1 pitch. That is hit to right field. Hayward is chasing it down. He is going to get there, but this is going to be plenty deep to drive in the run on the sacrifice. Caratini advances to third. Polanco scores on that play, tagging up and scoring from third base. Now there are 2 outs, runners on the corners, and Stratton is the next batter. With a 1-2 count, Stratton hits one to left field. Schwarber is going to be there, and he puts it away for the 3rd out. Pirates score another run. They are now up by 2. Going into the bottom of the 5th, the score is 5-3 Pirates. David Fletcher, who has looked like a brilliant acquisition so far this season for the Cubs, hitting .438 through 4 games, is going to lead off this bottom of the 5th inning for the Cubs. 1-0 count to Fletcher. And he hits one directly to the second baseman. Newman with an easy toss over to Bell at first to retire Fletcher. Rizzo now is the next batter with 1 out and nobody on. The full count to Rizzo. And he hits one to straightaway center field. That looks like it is going to be an out. And the center fielder Dyson is there to make the catch. Javier Baez now will bat with nobody on and 2 out in the bottom of the 5th. Baez hits it out to left field. And Reynolds lines it up and catches it for the 3rd out. We go now to the top of the 6th inning. And the Pirates still leading 5-3. Jeffress, coming in for his 2nd inning of work, will face the Pirates' leadoff hitter Dyson to start out the inning. 1 ball, 2 strike count. And Dyson lifts one into center field. Almora goes back to the warning track, but he hauls it in for the 1st out. Newman now is the batter, as Jeffress has a 3-0 count, and he delivers the pitch. That is low and away for ball 4. Newman takes his base, walks down to first. David Ross now makes a substitution. He brings in Brad Wyke to pitch to Josh Bell, and then will also pitch to the lefty Polanco coming up after this. Wyke pitching now with 1 out and 1 on, and throws a fastball past Bell to strike him out for the 2nd out of the inning. Wyke now facing fellow lefty Gregory Polanco. First pitch to Polanco with 2 outs and a runner on first. Polanco hits it on the ground. Fletcher moves to his left to make the play, throws it to first to retire the side. Pirates do not score. And we go to the bottom of the 6th with a 5-3 Pirate lead. Kyle Schwarber's leadoff batter. He 0-1 count, and he hits one into center field. It looks like the center fielder Dyson is going to be there to make the play, and he retires Schwarber for the 1st out. Chris Bryant now the batter. Cubs third baseman, standing in against the Pirates' Stratton. He is at 89 pitches now with 1 out in the bottom of the 6th inning. 1-1 count to Bryant. Bryant hits it well. He's going to go over the center fielder's head hit the wall in center field. Bryant cruises into second with a double. Bryant trying to get a rally going here in the bottom of the 6th inning. Brings up Wilson Contreras. Contreras has had several key hits in the series against Milwaukee that just finished. Let's see if he can get something going for the Cubs right here. 1-2 count to Contreras. And the Pirates bring in a relief pitcher. Contreras grinds it to first. First baseman Bell walks it over to the bag to retire him, while Bryant advances to third on the ground ball. The Pirates' new pitcher is somebody that looks like a Soviet refugee, Dovydas Neverauskas. Almora is the batter. With 2 outs and Bryant standing on third. A 1-0 count. Almora with the base hit past the first baseman. Bryant is going to come home to score. Almora with the RBI single cuts the lead to 5-4. Almora just punched that one over the first baseman's head into right field. Little inside-out swing. Here is Souza pinch hitting for the pitcher Wyke. And he is batting with 2 outs and a runner on first in the bottom of the 6th inning. 0-1 count. He hits it on the ground to short. Oh, but the shortstop kicks it toward third base. That was a poor defensive play. Riddle gets it with his foot instead of his glove, and it goes toward third. He's not able to throw out Souza at first. So the Cubs now have Jason Hayward up with Almora on second, the potential tying run. Souza, the potential leading run over at first. And 2 outs in the bottom of the 6th inning. First pitch to Hayward. Here it comes. Hayward lifts it, but the second baseman is going to be there in short right field to put that away. Looked like Hayward might have put it in the perfect spot, but he didn't clear the second baseman. So, Cubs score 1 run, cut the Pirates' lead to 5-4. Now, in the top of the 7th inning, we have Brandon Morrow coming in to pitch. His first opponent will be the Pirates' left fielder, Brian Reynolds. Morrow with the 0-2 count. Here is the pitch. And it's a ground ball to third. Brian adjusts slightly to his left, makes the play, throws it across the diamond, and retires Reynolds. Caratini will now bat with 1 out and nobody on in the top of the 7th inning. 1 ball, 2 strike count. Caratini, that is going to get down for a single. That is a base hit right up the middle. And Caratini is standing on first with a single. JT Riddle, who made the error last inning, is now the batter with Caratini on first and 1 out. 2-0 count to Riddle. He hits one to the shortstop Baez, to second, to first, and that is a inning-ending double play. Baez to Fletcher to Russell. And Morrow gets out of the inning. We now go to the bottom of the 7th inning. The 7th inning stretch is just completed. And our guest conductor today was the always popular former Chicago Bear head coach Mike Ditka. Now in the bottom of the 7th, Neverauskas is still pitching for the Soviet team, while Fletcher stands in to lead off the inning. With a 3-1 count, here's the pitch. Fletcher hits one into left field. That's going to get down for a base hit. Fletcher is going to be on first with a leadoff single in the bottom of the 7th inning. Rizzo Now batting with Fletcher on first and nobody out. 2-0 count to Rizzo. Rizzo hits a fly ball to the right center field gap, but the right fielder, Polanco, is there to put it away. Rizzo got that one a little too high up in the air and allowed the right fielder time to get under it. Baez now will bat with 1 out and a runner on first in the bottom of the 7th inning. Full count to Baez. He hits a ground ball up the middle. The pitcher fields, throws to first, takes the sure out. Fletcher advances to second on the fielder's choice. And Schwarber now will be the Cubs batter with the potential tying run in scoring position. Fletcher standing on second base. 2-0 count to Schwarber. Oh, and it's a wild pitch. The ball gets away from Caratini, and Fletcher advances to third. Schwarber now with a chance to drive in the tying run. The runner is on third base, and a 3-0 count. We'll see what they do here. Schwarber watches ball 4 go by low. He is on first base. The Cubs now have first and third and 2 outs, and Chris Bryant is the batter. Bryant with the 1-ball, 2-strike count. Here is the pitch. Bryant hits it on the ground to short. Shortstop throws to second to retire the lead runner and get the force. Cubs do not score in that inning despite having 2 base runners. And the Pirates still lead 5-4 going to top of the 8th. Brandon Morrow coming back out for his second inning of work. He will face the 8-9-1 batters for the Pirates. Morrow with the pitch. That is going to be a ground ball up the middle. Baez will field cleanly and throw to first to retire the first batter. Adam Frazier now will pinch hit for the pitcher's spot in the top of the 8th inning for the Pirates. 1-0 pitch to Frazier. And he hits that one well to right field, but Hayward is going to have room. He is going to... Well, he disappeared into the ivy there. It looks like Frazier got that one just into the basket. Hayward looked up like he was going to be able to catch it. But the ball landed in the basket, and the fans threw it back in from right field. Well, the Pirates now lead 6-4 on the Frazier home run. Dyson now the batter. Here's the pitch. Ground ball to third base. Bryant scoops it up, throws over to first, and gets it to Rizzo for the second out. Morrow now pitching to Newman with 2 outs and nobody on in the top of the 8th inning. Pirates now own a 6-4 lead. Here's the pitch from Morrow. That is going to be a routine fly ball to center field, and Almora will put it away for the 3rd out. Well, the Pirates score 1 run on the solo home run from Frazier and now lead 6-4. We're in the bottom of the 8th inning. The Pirates have a new pitcher now on the mound. It is Jeff Hartlieb, and it looks like he may be making his first appearance of the year today. Contreras will be the batter, leadoff batter for the Cubs in the bottom of the 8th. Here comes the first pitch to Contreras, and he hits it on the ground toward the left side of the infield. Gonzalez scoops it up and fires it to first to throw out Contreras for the first out. Almora now will stand in with 1 out, nobody on in the bottom of the 8th inning. Full count to Almora. Here comes the pitch. Almora strikes out swinging on a slider. That ball just disappeared, and Almora didn't have much of a chance of getting it. Ian Happ now will pinch hit for the pitcher's spot for the Cubs. He'll stand in from the left side against the righty Hartlieb. 3-1 count to Happ. And here's the pitch. Happ swings at what was probably ball 4. Knocks it back at the pitcher. Hartlieb picks it up and throws it to first to retire Happ. Well, we now go to the top of the 9th inning. The Pirates are still leading this game 6-4. And Nick Birdie, the former Pirate, is going to pitch in relief and try to keep this game at a 2-run deficit. 0-2 count. Birdie is pitching to Josh Bell. Here is the pitch. And Bell strikes out swinging on a slider. Good pitch right there by Birdie. That pitch disappeared down and in on Bell. He didn't have much of a chance of making contact. Gregory Polanco now is the batter with 1 out and a 1-0 count. And Polanco hits one to right center field. Almora is tracking, and he gets there to put it away for the 2nd out of the inning. 2 outs, nobody on now. And Brian Reynolds, the batter. Birdie with the first pitch to Reynolds. Here's the delivery. That is going to be a line drive to center field, but a diving Almora makes the catch and ends the inning. Almora just robbed him with an excellent defensive play. The Pirates' closer, Keone Kela, is now in to pitch for the bottom of the 9th inning with a 6-4 lead. He will start out facing Jason Hayward in the bottom of the 9th. Kela looks in. First pitch to Hayward. Hayward hits it up the middle, but the shift is on. The shortstop gets to the first base side of second to field that ground ball, and Hayward is thrown out at first. The defense was well positioned to execute that play. That'll bring up Fletcher, who is 3 for 4 today with an RBI, batting against Kela with 1 out and nobody on. Here's the first pitch to Fletcher. Fletcher hits it up the middle. The shortstop is there to make the catch, and he throws it to first to retire Fletcher on a very close play. I wonder if David Ross wanted to come out and argue that one. It looked like a pretty close play at first base, but Fletcher was called out for the 2nd out. That'll bring up Rizzo. Cubs down to their final out, trailing 6-4 in the bottom of the 9th. 2-2 count to Rizzo. Here is the pitch. Rizzo with a base hit up the middle. He gets it into center field for a single. Rizzo now standing at first. Baez stepping up to the plate, representing the tying run. Kela now with a 3-1 count to Baez. And Baez shows some discipline, taking the 3-1 pitch and draws the walk. The Cubs now bring in Descalzo as a pinch runner for Rizzo at second base. So, here's the situation. We have 2 outs in the bottom of the 9th inning. The Cubs have runners on first and second, and Schwarber is the batter. The lefty Schwarber comes up against the right-hander Keone Kela. Here's a 1-ball, 2-strike count to Schwarber. Kela looks in. Here's the pitch, and Schwarber strikes out swinging. Well, that is going to end the game. The Pirates finish a 6-4 victory against the Cubs in the first game of a 3-game set. Chris Stratton is credited with the win. He pitched 5 1/3, 7 innings, 4 earned runs, 1 walk, 4 strikeouts. Kyle Hendricks gets the loss. He goes to 0-1. In 4 innings of work, he allowed 9 hits, 4 runs, and a strikeout. And the Pirates' Keone Kela gets the save, his 2nd of the season. working the ninth inning, allowing a hit, a walk, and getting one strikeout. Our player of the game is Gregory Polanco of the Pirates. Polanco went 3 for 5 with 2 runs scored and 1 driven in. And that is going to be the end of our ball game, folks. Thanks for listening.